Giant boobs appear around London to destigmatise breastfeeding in public.
Here's a summary of the article.
They form part of a campaign to fight the stigma around breastfeeding and pumping milk in public. Tanya Bowler, CEO of femtech firm Elvie, which came up with the campaign, said, "The #FreeTheFeed campaign is an invitation to everyone to stand with all those women that have felt shamed or confined when breastfeeding or pumping. We know the giant boobs will raise a few eyebrows, but we want to make sure no one overlooks the way that this stigma has been used to repress women." The new campaign aims to empower women to feel safe and comfortable breastfeeding or pumping anytime, anywhere, and encourage the British public to support them. Sadly, stigma is still rife when it comes to breastfeeding, and women are still being told to cover up while feeding their child in public. A survey from earlier this year found 1 in 3 breastfeeding mums have been forced to use the toilet at work to express milk. It is hoped that the inflatable boobs, which are stationed at Tanya's roof, in the heart of East London, neutral on Columbia Road, Ely's Yard in Brick Lane and Huntingdon Estate, Shoreditch, will help kickstart conversations around breastfeeding and, ultimately, normalise it.
This post received a score of 11,185, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Don't they have enough tits in Westminster?
Plenty of knobs, anyway.
And, if I may, both houses could do with fewer cunts as well.
Your may.
I do tend to try the same thing 3 to 4 times and expect different results.
I just read this entire thread with an English accent in my head. Big boob is watching you.
A van with tits from the IT crowd comes to mind. You seen that ludicrous display last night?
If that oath pop-up is bothering you, here's a site that doesn't do that.
Thank you.
Greater Than the Boobs, which vary in size, shape and color, appeared in 4 locations in the early hours of Sunday morning to coincide with Mother's Day. They form part of a campaign to fight the stigma around breastfeeding and pumping milk in public. Tanya Bowler, CEO of femtech firm Elvie, which came up with the campaign, said, "The #FreeTheFeed campaign is an invitation to everyone to stand with all those women that have felt shamed or confined when breastfeeding or pumping."
Greater than Mother's Day. Gets me every fucking year. It's not Mother's Day in the USA, so no need to freak out.
Exact same happens to me on the other side of the ocean when American Mother's Day comes around.
It's worse because everyone posts "Don't forget Mother's Day."
Greater than Don't Forget Mother's Day. Which one?
Hannah, look at his desktop background. Michael, what is that, a squid's eye? Hannah, it's my left breast. Michael, how did you? Creed, right place, right time.
She told him to take a picture.
Wow, never thought of that.
Why not pictures of women breastfeeding? Or statues of a breast in a child's mouth? Not that I disagree, just a thought.
More social media traction, would be my guess. I dunno man, creating a giant statue of just a breast seems kinda weird and dehumanizing. Like, that disembodied boob isn't a mother, doesn't have a job, doesn't have thoughts or dreams. It's a boob. There seems to be a lot of trends where something meant to be empowering just dehumanizes and objectifies women. Women aren't just boobs, thank you. Why not a statue of a woman breastfeeding? It might not get as much attention because it's not as sensational, but isn't the point? We want breastfeeding to not be something sensational. Agreed. I have absolutely zero issues with breastfeeding in public. That being said, those balloons look weird and I don't like them LMAO.
Pretty sure there were plenty of giant boobs in London before that. In Parliament.
Drag those fools.
This is definitely going to end the stigma because those that are offended by simple breastfeeding will definitely see the light with these giant breasts, and everyone, most people, that is fine with breastfeeding is just going to have to entrench themselves further in a camp to discuss this with the anti-side. The real solution is to just continue doing it as if it weren't a big deal. People generally don't respond to the mundane, but they definitely respond to grand displays like this. And how does that serve this London company? $.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.